Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another week of the Nimbasa City League Pick'ems. Week 8 we're up to now, so getting through these weeks rather quickly, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we'll have a look at the results from the last week. Cleveland Cavaliers did beat the Atlanta Raptors. Shock loss of the Tampa Bay Weasels to the Crystal Pacquiao. Jamesy defying expectations there. Tiff did manage to beat Magic with the Flareons taking out the No Point City Blizzard. I did lose to Ian in a very close game, my first loss of the season. I'm so sad. Not really, but it was a great match. Very close one, so I'm definitely happy with that. Calgary Talonflames do lose to the UNC Wingulls. Not overly surprising, but yeah, still a good win for Jay there. The LA Latios do defeat the Green Bay Glissapods. Helsinki Heat did manage to take out the Philadelphia Pitchers, and Pittsburgh Piplups did manage to beat the West Virginia Voltorbs as well. So heading into the scores, Ben is still on top, but Pi is drawing with him. Ben had a 4-4 week, so he didn't get any extra points, whereas Pi had a nice 6, what is it, like, yeah, 6 correct this week or something, which is nice, sure. Howler staying steady, Frost staying steady, and Marker all staying steady up near the top here as well. Yeah, so it's still tight for the top points at the moment. Anyone in the top 10 really has a chance of getting there, depending on how things play out, and we'll see how that keeps on going. The bottom half is not as close, could still manage to make it into the top 10, most of them. But even Magic and Stampants didn't lose any points this week. Uruhamu and Gigis all losing a couple of points, but still sitting around the middle there. So yeah, Jay, Jamesy, Evan all trying their best to move up as well. So we'll see how it goes. And definitely coming along nicely. For week 8, we've got the Philadelphia Pitchers versus the Pittsburgh Piplups, the West Virginia Voltorbs versus the Calgary Flareons, Green Bay Glissapods versus the Helsinki Heat, the UNC Wingulls versus the LA Latios, Atlanta Lantern versus Calgary Talonflames, Atlanta Raptors versus the Adelaide Overheat, Crystal Pacquiao versus Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Snow Point City Blizzard versus the Tampa Bay Weasels. Getting into our first matchup, we unsurprisingly have 19 votes towards Hayden and 1 towards Mortal. We'll see how that goes. Hayden's been playing pretty decently. Mortal's had a couple of good games, but has been underperforming since then, so we'll see. I probably agree with this matchup, this score, though, so not going to go too deep into that. The Calgary Flareons versus the West Virginia Voltorbs. Yep, 3-16. Once again, I do believe this is pretty accurate. Ace still has yet to get a win, and Tiff has been playing really well, coming with some surprising wins this season too. So, nothing really unsurprising here. Green Bay Glissapods versus the Helsinki Heat. Matt hasn't actually been playing that well this season, outside of a few clutch games. And Hamu's been underperforming. So if Hamu can start performing to how I think he should be able to play, then 17-3 is not going to be accurate for how close this game will be. But But yeah, going by how the coaches have been playing this season so far, I would say this is a pretty accurate representation as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hamu definitely has the potential to make this a surprise win in his favor, though. The UNC Wingals versus the LA Latios. Unsurprisingly, most people are voting for Cade in the LA Latios because he's still undefeated this season so far. Jay, unfortunately, is not. But Jay's a really good battler, and he's definitely going to do his best to give Cade a good fight. So yeah, it's not surprising that it's 5-15, but Jay is one of those battlers that's going to give Cade some trouble, and it could end up in his favor. The Ladner Lantern, Ian, and uh, versus Shade and the Calgary Talonflames over here. 17-3, not really surprising there either. Ian's definitely the favorite in this matchup. Um, Unsurprisingly, he's been having a pretty decent season. Not as good as like Cade and Ben and I, but like obviously he beat me, and Ben lost this week as well. So who knows what can really happen? And he's still got a really good score behind him. And yeah, Shade, while he definitely has the potential to be a good battler, I think Ian just outclasses him at this moment. So keep improving, Shade. You'll get on Ian's level one day. Who knows when that'll be? Not like I can talk. Ian always beats me. Sad days. Uh, Atlanta Raptors versus the Adelaide Overheat. So 2-17. Now with the way that Austin's been playing this season, not totally surprising. I've been doing pretty decent this season myself, and Austin has not been living up to his season 2 championship title. But I mean, that's okay. He's won a title. That's more than I can say. See how this match goes. Crystal Palkia versus Cleveland Cavaliers. Jamesy versus Dom. Dom's also one of those ones that's been underperforming a bit this season. Not really meeting the expectations of how he's played in previous seasons, stuff like that. Jamesy also, I feel like, has not been at the top of his game. But he did manage to take down Ben last week, so yeah, who knows? Definitely going advantage for the Crystal Palkia here, though, so definitely agree with this scoreline. And then we got the Snow Point City Blizzard versus Tampa Bay Weasels. 1-19, not really overly surprising either. Magic hasn't been having the best of seasons, and Ben's been having a killer season once again. Even if he did choke hard against Jamesy. Let's hope he doesn't choke that hard against Magic, and he can put up a good fight. I'm sure that Ben will come out with this one as well. But I mean, never count Magic out. He can come up with some crazy sets that are very surprising, and you never know what's going to happen there. So, yeah, that's all the matches for this week. Their scorelines. Overall, I think they're pretty realistic. Probably some of the more one-sided scores. This is probably the week with the most one-sided matchups that we've seen this season so far. Most other weeks at least had one or two games that were kind of evenly voted, but I'm just going to say I'm not overly surprised with the way that people have voted, and we'll just have to wait until the end of the end of this week to see how it goes. But yeah, that's been the week 8 pick'ems. Leave a comment or whatever if you agree with it. And we will see you for some more results in week 9. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you all later.